Well, happy Wednesday to everybody. Come on in the room. It's another edition of the Faith Room. Let's go, everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I'm rejoicing and I'm glad in it. In fact, I'm choosing to rejoice and I'm choosing to be glad in it. It's Pastor Nate here. I'm so low this morning, but we have a great show ahead of us. Come on in, everybody. And let's do this. Let's greet somebody, declare your day. And you know what we do. You know what we do. We tag and we share. Pastor Jeff Fauntleroy is in the building, Atlanta, GA. He has a powerful word on getting this mind right. Come on, y'all. Getting this mind right. And so I'm excited today. Come on in, everybody. Good morning to you, Faith Room. Go ahead and declare your day. What's up, Nat? Celeste, Tanisha, Alexis, I see you. Stephanie, what's going on? Tracy, Kiana, what's going on? Miss Pearlie, y'all, I'm home, sinus infection, but the Lord is healing me, and the Faith Room is my medicine. Yeah, I've been locked down, man, but I feel good. Thank y'all for being here this morning. What's up, Kim, Robin? Good to see you. Deborah, good to see you. Hey, Ruby, Barnes, Levine, I see you. Tracy, Luke, what's going on? Come on, y'all, declare your day. It's a wonderful Wednesday. It's a winning Wednesday. It's a way-making Wednesday. Come on, y'all, declare your day. What's up, Katina? What's up, Doris? What's up? What's up, y'all? Come on, come on. Hey, before you share, declare. Come on, speak well of your God. He's an awesome God. He's a powerful God. Hey, yesterday, didn't the room shift? He's a merciful God. Come on, somebody. He's a merciful God. And I'm excited about what the Lord is going to do in this place today. If you've never heard Pastor Jeff Fauntleroy, he's a great voice. He's a man of wisdom. He's a man of knowledge and understanding. And I'm honored to be a part of his life. And he's going to help us today, y'all. Get something to write with. Because he's going to take us deep into understanding why we think the way we think, why we do what we do in our mind. So we're going to deal with that today. Good morning to you. Come on in. Great morning. Oh my. Teresa said, Wealthy Wednesday. I received that, Teresa. Wealthy Wednesday. Celeste, worry-free. I'm down with worry-free. I'm down with a worry-free Wednesday. Come on in, everybody. I'm down with a worry-free Wednesday. Wandering Wednesday, Tri said. Wandering Wednesday. All right, come on in. That's a wonderful Wednesday, Denise said. Judy Clark, what's going on, Ju? Charles Dennis is in the room. What's up, Charles? Good morning to you. All right, y'all, I'm going to start tagging on my end. Let me start doing that on my end right now so that we can get people in the room. Come on in, everybody. We're at 100 already. On both of our platforms. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Good morning to you. Hey, Tamara. Good morning to you. Good morning. Latasha said good morning, y'all. Latosha. That's it. Corbin said good morning, y'all. She said good morning. Denise is in the building. Ferris Dwayne is in the building this morning. Come on in, everybody. All right. Good morning. Good night. Good morning. Minister Sadell is in the room. Good morning to you. Come on in, everybody. Crystal. What's up, Crystal? The Hollis. Crystal. Hope you and the hubby and the fam doing well. What's up, Jackie? Bella Bell. What's going down? Y'all, I'm working the board today. My co-host, she's doing a workshop this morning. And so y'all got to bear with me now. Don't be tripping this morning. Don't be tripping this morning now. I don't need nobody talking no trash because I'm doing it all today. This is how we started the Faith Room, y'all. Me and that cell phone. Y'all remember them back in the day? Me and that cell phone. Oh, my. And that thing was freezing up on Pastor Nate and all that crazy stuff. But we here now. Look at it. Liberta, what's going on? Good to see you. Y'all, I'm tagging some people. Do the same thing on your end, please. Do that for Pastor Nate. Tag some people on your end for me. Waste no time Wednesday. I received that. Sylvia, let me put that up. I'm going to keep that up for a minute. Waste no time on no foolishness. Do I have a witness? On no mess. I ain't got no, tell them I ain't wasting no time on no foolishness. I ain't got no time for nobody else's business. I'm dealing with me. Come on. Somebody ought to say dealing with me Wednesday. Oh, hey, y'all, working on me Wednesday. I ain't got time for you. Working on you is a full-time job. Let me say that again. Working on you ought to be a full-time job. You ain't got no time. You can't even take a break working on you. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me now. Come on. I'm working on me. I'm working on me. I got to get me together. I got to get me together before I get anybody else together. Do I have a witness? Come on. All right, y'all. Come on and tag some people in. We're at 150. No drama. Come on, Pearl. I'm going to put that up, Pearl. Since you're going to go there, Pearl, I'm going to put it up. No drama, no mess, no stress. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I ain't got no time for that. No, sir. Life is too short, y'all. Too short. Life is too short. Do y'all hear me? Life is too short to be dealing with drama, mess, and stress. Sonya, do you hear what I'm saying, sis? Dealing with me Wednesday. Yeah, I'm enough. You ought to tell somebody, I'm a full-time job, baby. I'm a full-time job. Just getting my mind together, getting my life together, trying to get my kids together, my relationship, me. Yeah, I'm something. I'm something. All right, y'all. We're at 155. Come on. What's up, Sonya? Good to see you. Todd Davis is in the room. What's up, Brother Todd? Good to see you, Pastor. Alicia Sauls is tagging some people. LaToya is in the room. Good morning, Toy. Good to see y'all this morning. Y'all, listen, I want y'all to continue to remain safe out here. Wear your mask, guys. Listen, there's a lot happening out here right now with these variants, and I know everybody's trying to get comfortable. Listen, guys, be careful, be wise. Wear your mask, okay? Wear your mask. I know, y'all, we're not out of this pandemic. You can claim it all day, but we still in it, y'all. We still in this thing, and it's real. There's a new variant that's out now, this Omicron variant. So, y'all, we got to still be wise, okay? And I hope that you understand my heart. Be careful. Wear your mask. Let me say it again. Wear your mask. Still be cautious with hugging on people and all that. Social distance as best you can, guys. All right? I hope y'all receive that. I hope y'all receive that. I know we grown and we like and love people. We ready to get back to where it used to be. But, guys, we're just not there yet. All right? And trust me, I understand. I love loving on people. And but we got to be wise. Be careful. Wear your mask, okay? All right, good deal, good deal, good deal. I'm tagging a few more people, y'all. I'm gonna get Brother Jeff in here this morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Tony Gant, what's up, big bro? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Good to see y'all. Come on, this is gonna be a great day, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm declaring that it's gonna be a great day. Life and death is in my mouth. I'm declaring it's gonna be a great day. I'm declaring that over my life right now. It's going to be a great, great day. It's going to be a great, great day. Declaring that over my life. What's up, Brother Ben? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Get you something to drink, y'all. Come on. Some of you are getting ready for work, maybe at work, or some of you are off today at your desk. Go on and turn your volume up, y'all. Let's go. Stay safe. That's right. That's it, Cassandra. I agree. Stay safe. Use wisdom, y'all. We're still people of faith, even with a mask on. Come on. Even with a mask on, we're still people of faith. And we still love the Lord, even with a mask on. All right. Come on in. Good morning. Thank you, Jesus, for what you've done and what you're about to do. Renee, that's good, my sister. Amen. I'm gonna put that up there. That's a good thought for the morning. Thank you, God, for what you've done. And because what you've done, I'm embracing what you're about to do. I love it. Lay Reed is in the building this morning. What's up, Lay? Good to see you this morning. See you on. All right. I'm tagging a few more people, and we're going to get going. We're at 187, y'all. Come on. We're almost at 200. And we're going to get started this morning. It's going to be a great day. Y'all, listen, I am Excited about the Faith Room Conference. If you have not registered, please go and register for the Faith Room Conference. Go ahead and book your room. Your room reservation will go from Wednesday until Sunday. Even if you decide to come on Thursday or Friday, once you lock your room in, you can check in Wednesday and you can check out through Sunday, okay? So go ahead and book your room, y'all. We're well over, I think we have 70 rooms left at either hotel. Only 70 rooms left. Tony, put those hotel names up again. It's the Palace and there's another one. Put it up, Tony G. But only 70 rooms left between both of these hotels. And y'all, they're going to go quick. And I'm telling you, these are discounted rooms. That includes your valet parking and all of that good stuff. So I want you to go ahead and register. Registrations were coming in last night. And y'all, when we get, excuse me, through this, we don't need anybody saying, well, I didn't have time. And are there any more discounts? No, we're giving you the discount right now, y'all. We're giving you the discount right now. Santa Fe Station and the Palace Station hotels, okay? And so those are the two hotels. Go ahead and book your room. Listen, y'all, you don't have to pay the whole room fee. You just pay the deposit, $150, and that holds your room, all right? That holds your room. So go ahead and do that so that it could be a great time of fellowship and fun Thursday through Saturday. It's going to be a great time. We have great guests coming. I'm so super excited about it, man. It's going to be off the chain. And this is just number one. We got so more many to go. We got so many others ahead of us. And I believe the Lord is just kind of whetting our appetite with this first one. And I'm just amazed at the response so far. I'm just amazed at it so far. So I'm super excited. Y'all, we're going to start in 1 more minute. We're at 220 right now on both platforms. And again, I'm looking at YouTube numbers. You're just seeing Facebook numbers. So I'm seeing both. So I'm giving you reports on both platforms, not just Facebook, okay? So welcome YouTube as well, YouTube family. Y'all make some noise, YouTube. Let us know you in the building. YouTube, where you at? What's up, Kimberly Morris? Kim say, I'm here. I'm here, Kim. All right, good deal. I'm tagging a few more people, y'all, who are not on Facebook, but they're getting the messages that I send, and you should be doing the same thing. I believe your tag is going to save somebody's life. I believe your tag is going to save somebody's life. All right, so here we go real quickly. I'm going to tag a few more people. Y'all, let me bring my brother in. Let me introduce. What's up, Brother Jermon? Listen, this brother and I met and when I served in Atlanta. Of course, I have so many deep relationships all over the country, man, and I'm grateful for pastors and leaders, senior pastors I know, guys who are just staff pastors, but we built great bonds, great relationships that are standing through the years. Jeff Fauntleroy is a big brother. He's a friend. He's an uncle. He's like a father. He was all those things to me. When I served as the executive pastor, let me tell you who encouraged me, who came to my office to encourage me. Jeff Fauntleroy did. Let me tell you who, when I was serving in that seat, who made sure that I was resting and taking care of my family. Jeff Fauntleroy. Let me tell you who made sure that I ate lunch and made sure I ate good. Let me tell you who that was. That brother right there, Jeff Fauntleroy. There he is right there. And he's been all those things to me. And I absolutely respect his scholarship. I absolutely respect his integrity. And I absolutely am honored to call him a person I can lean on whenever I need him. Pastor Jeff has pastored for many years. His testimony is amazing. Let me tell you how Jeff came on the scene in my life. He was visiting House of Hope. And you're talking thousands of people, watch night service. That building probably, man, we probably 7,000-8,000 deep that night. And we had a testimony service. And I was leading a testimony service. And I asked some 6,000-7,000 people out there. And I asked some people to come up if they had a testimony. And guess who came up? Jeff Fauntleroy, and shared how the Lord raised him from his deathbed. Jeff was almost out of here, y'all. He had a autoimmune situation going on. He shared it. And from that moment, Jeff and I became tight. He ended up coming on staff, and the rest is history. He's still there on staff at House Hope. Jeff, what's up, man? What's up, baby?
Hey, man. God bless you, man. Thank
What
you.
It do, Jeff?
What
it do, dog?
It's all good. Thank you, man. Thank you, Greater Faith. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your obedience in serving the people. And thank you to the people in their obedience in hearing God through you and doing what they do in the San Diego area. It's always an honor and a privilege to be in your midst, to be with your people. Although I have not met them personally, I know them.
Amen. Jeff, we appreciate you. And this platform, man, this is nationwide. This is bigger than San Diego. This Faith Room platform is bigger than Greater Life. In fact, it's not a Greater Life platform. It is a national platform. And Jeff, we have people in here from all over the country, man. Florida, Chicago, New York, man, Arkansas, Illinois. I mean, just all over the Midwest. So we're so grateful, man, that you're in the room. Man, how you feeling, Jeff? What's up, man? How you holding up in this season of life, bro?
I guess I better be on my best behavior then. Man, I tell you, if you hear some snoring in the background, I just want you to know that's my dog. I've got a 120-pound Connie Corso in here, and he just sleeps and snores. So,
man, let him do his thing. We don't hear
disclosure. But how I feel, Nate, the word that I'm going to describe for how I feel is free. There's a level of freedom that you get when you learn and you get to know things, and you are confident in being who you are. You don't care what people think about you. You are so good with being who you are, because you know who you are in God.
Wow.
You know that I don't have to fake. I don't have to be a fake fraud or phony. I don't have to be like anybody. I'm the best me that anybody could be. Nobody else can be like me. Whoever wants to be like me, I would tell them, don't be like me, be like you, because God created you to be you for the reason that he created you.
Come on, Jeff.
So I'm free. I'm free. I mean, I feel good. I have nothing to be upset about. I'm working on my health. But I've got my wife who's my ride or die. She works with me. She's working out a plan to partner with me in this health walk. So I'm free, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you being here. And and I've said it publicly, Jeff. I said it because, man, you have encouraged me through the years, man. And I know I'm still in my right mind because God puts the right people in your life. And thank you for always having my back, man, and loving me and making leadership easy for me in my season as an executive pastor, man. So I love you, brother, and I will forever remember the nuggets that you continue to pour in my life. So, man, I want to release you today to help us, man, because, Jeff, our minds, man, right now in this season of life, I truly believe, man, if we don't get our minds together, we're talking about a game plan. We're looking at 2022. It's in view right now. And we're talking about coming up with a game plan for a better life. And I believe one of the main components to a better life is a better mind. Now, Jeff, I'm saved and I love the Lord, man, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. There have been moments where my mind has literally messed up my life. My mind has caused me to go in directions that I shouldn't have gone in. I've gotten in my own head, Jeff. And so, man, I want to release you. I believe you're a person of wisdom and knowledge and understanding, both from a scholarship perspective, but then a practical perspective, because you're one of the realest dudes I know. And hopefully they'll see that in a little bit. But, man, help us today. Faith Room, Jeff, we're at 258 people live right now from all over the country. And there are some people today, man, barely holding on, man, barely holding on. And their mind is really the factor to how they're moving and how they're operating. Man, have your way. Help us get this mind together.
Well, Pastor Nate, first, let me thank you for all of those accolades. And it's reciprocal because it's because of you that I'm even back in the game. God used you to speak to me when I was on the sideline, ready to sit the bench, thinking that I was done. And you encouraged me and put me back in the game. So it is reciprocal how this, for all that are viewing, is a demonstration on how God uses what I call cataclysmic collisions to occur for the sake of his word going forth for people
Bless you,
to be
man.
better. So we're talking about the mind. And of course, we're dealing with a scripture that you reminded me of, Romans 12, 1 and 2. And let me read that first from the New Revised Standard Version. It says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to present. I want you to listen to this. I'm going to emphasize some words here. To present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Now, do not be conformed. Conformed. Please note that word. Do not be conformed to this world.
Right.
But be transformed. There's another word. Transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Talk, Jeff.
So that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Let me hit some key words in here. Present, conformed,
Talk.
transformed, renewing, minds, discern. So when we look at this in, I want to deal with practical application before I deal with biblical interpretation. I believe that if you do it in that order, it is more palatable. It's easier to understand. If you look at what we're talking about, the renewing of the mind, first thing we got to look at is what does the word mind mean? What does mind mean? M-I-N-D. It is the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world and their experiences, to think and to feel. It is the faculty of consciousness and thought. So this brings me to, well, wait a minute. If I'm saying that the mind is the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world and their experiences, and the Bible is telling me that I need to renew my mind, I've got to think about the brain, the central processing mechanism of the body. So let's do a little study of the brain. It is 60% fat. It's 40% water, protein, carbohydrates, and salts. Now, contrary to what most of us will say or think or have heard, the brain is not a muscle. Let me repeat that. The brain is not a muscle. It contains blood vessels, nerves, including neurons and glial cells. Very important for you to understand that. It contains blood vessels, nerves, including neurons and glial cells. The brain is divided into three parts: the cerebrum, the brainstem, and the cerebellum. We're going to talk about the cerebrum, the front part of the brain. The front part of the brain. Hear me. It's the gray matter. It's the cerebral cortex. It's the largest part of the brain. Here's what happens in the cerebrum. It initiates and coordinates movement. It regulates speech, judgment, thinking, reasoning, problem solving, emotions, and learning. It regulates vision, hearing, touch, and other senses.
Talk, Jeff.
How important is the cerebrum, the front part of the brain, in the renewal of our minds? Okay, so we've got our eye gate, what we see, and we've got our ear gate, what we hear.
Talk, sir.
And it's very close to the front part of our brain. Now, a group at MIT have discovered that it takes 13 milliseconds for the human brain to process something.
13 milliseconds.
13 milliseconds, faster than the speed of light, the speed of sound, I'm sorry. Hear me. What we take in, what we hear, and what we see has an effect on how we do and what we do. Again, the cerebrum, the front part of the brain, the largest part of the brain, it initiates and it coordinates movement. It regulates speech, judgment, thinking, reasoning, problem solving, emotions, and learning. So what we take in affects how and why and what we do. If we're talking about a renewal, that means that we have to guard our ear gate. We have to guard our eye gate. Because if, in fact, it takes 13 milliseconds for the brain to process something, it immediately sends messages throughout the body because it starts here and it flows all through our body, because our body has these things called blood vessels, nerves, neurons, all throughout our body.
Come on, sir. You teaching, Jeff.
If I'm stressed, I'm stressed because of something I've seen or heard. And it causes my body. I have as you mentioned, a autoimmune disease, and it affects my nerves and my blood vessels, vasculitis. My hands and my feet are sore all the time. But stress inflames that.
Oh,
Stress comes from something that I see or hear that's not in harmony with what God has created for us. God created us to be in harmony, to be in community. God created us not to have stress. But we take on stress by what we see and what we hear that's contrary to what's pleasing to God. Now, I won't sit here and bash social media because we're on social media and we're learning through social media. But in social media, in the things that we see, in the radio that we listen to, in satellite radio, in the TV, we've got to guard our eye gate and our ear gate, because what goes in must come out.
Wow.
I always say fast food in, fast food out.
Wow.
But a good, nutritious meal, it stays with you, sticks to the bones. Are you hearing me?
Milliseconds, Jeff. Hit that a minute.
13 milliseconds, faster than the speed of sound, my friend. As I look at you right now, I see a white hat. I see a gray jacket. I see you slim and trim. If I'm not confident in who I am, what I take on and what I take in says I am less than because I don't look like you. My esteem is low because I think that you're the standard. Because throughout the day, I don't just see you, but through algorithms, hear me, in social media.
Teach, man.
If I see another person with that gray jacket and that white shirt on, and I click the picture, if I see that person and they are thin and they seem to have something that I like, the algorithms start flowing through the machine, through the computer, and it picks up on anything that looks like what I have clicked a picture of. So now all of a sudden you see all these advertisements and you see these pictures come up based on the same thing that I have clicked on before. And if in fact you order something that you see, now you're going to get a whole bunch of other things that are close to that because it's an algorithm.
Talk, man.
Our brain has algorithms that teach us and feed us that this is the standard. If I continuously look at this, if I continuously process this, and I say to myself, this is what I want to be. Brothers, sisters, you look at pictures and you look at people and you say, that's the standard. That's what I want to be. I want to be thin. I want to be trim. I want to have a six-pack. And if you click on a picture with a six-pack, other pictures are going to come along with a six-pack. Sisters, if you look at a picture with a sister with long hair and long eyelashes, all of a sudden, all these things are going to happen. And what happens is in 13 milliseconds, the cerebrum sends messages to the neurons, to the blood vessels, to the arteries, and your central processing system says, that's the standard. That's what you want to be.
Jeff, you teaching, Doc. Help, man.
So the brain,
good
God,
the
central processing system. What am I saying? I'm saying that, first of all, how awesome a God that we have to make a machine like this. God teaches us harmony, rhythms, vibrations. That's what the world is made of. Every day, in the morning, if it's nice, I get up and I go outside and I watch the world come alive. I watch the rays of reds and blues in the sky. I feel the breeze blow through the leaves that are left on the trees. I see the trees swaying, and I look at all that and I say, there's not a man that had anything to do with this. Nobody plugged in anything to make this happen. God just does it. It's a natural order. It's a natural flow. It's a harmony that we have nothing to do with.
Wow.
It's the same thing with us. God made our body to be in harmony with nature.
Talk, Jeff.
Not stress. Stress comes from us fighting against what God wants us to be. At peace, at one, in community, loving one another. So that's a little science lesson on the importance. If we're going to make our minds new again, we've got to know exactly the power that we hold. And it's in the central processing system, and how important it is not to take trash in.
Wow.
You don't eat bad. Listen, one of the problems that we have with cancer, with diabetes, with all of these diseases is because of the foods that we take in with harsh chemicals, processed foods.
Man, you're telling the truth, sir.
The brain is not a muscle. The brain contains blood vessels, nerves, including neurons and glial cells. Now, if you take in bad stuff, the blood flows all through the body. And most of these things, cancer, it's a blood disease. So it infects the mind. So the mind is not clear. You can't think well.
Lord have mercy.
When you exercise, you get extended blood flow or the proper blood flow. You get oxygen.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when the blood is void of that oxygen. They die off and they become cancerous. You need proper blood flow. Walk, run, drink water. It releases something called dopamine. It's the happy thing that makes you feel good. Are you guys getting this? It's not too deep, is it? It's really simple.
It's needed because we only Yeah, we listen, we always jump right into Romans 12, but we never get the background on the physical, the mind, the brain, the anatomy. And you giving us anatomy first. Just how this brain operates. And so yeah, man. You see the comments, Doc. We get
again, here it is.
teach. They with you, Doc.
It initiates and coordinates movement, regulates speech. So you ain't got to cuss people out all the time. Everything on your mind don't have to come out your mouth. As a matter of fact, if it's not on your mind, it won't come out your mouth. Are you hearing me?
Come on, Jeff.
It regulates your speech. If you think on these things, I think that's biblical. Here we go. Think on these things that are pure. Am I right? Ain't that Bible?
Come on, Jeff.
It initiates and coordinates movement, regulates speech, judgment, thinking, and reasoning. This is why it's important for you to protect your eye gate and your ear gate. Don't take in trash. Don't listen to trash. You won't have trash that needs to be released.
Come on, Doc.
Trash needs to be released. It can't stay in a clean vessel. It's not meant to be in us. It's not meant to be in us.
Come on.
It takes 13 milliseconds for the brain to process something. Now, let's deal with some of these words. I want to urge you, when you are looking up a word and doing word search, do word search, please.
Yeah.
Look up a word, and at the end of it, let's say for think, put in think, etymology, etymology, etymology. What it will do is give you the history of a word. For instance, here we see that to present your body. If I had looked up present and put etymology in, I would see that it's probably a Latin or Germanic word, because the English language doesn't have an English language. We don't have English words. We are derivatives of the Latin and Germanic, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah, that's say that one, Doc. Yeah, we say that thought.
That's another story for another day. But what happens is you get to see, okay, this word was created in 1854, which means that if the Bible was created 1,000 years before that, you know that this is a derivative of another word, whether it be in the Greek or the Hebrew. So now you do some word study, but for the most part, you do etymology, and you find out what a word means.
Help us, Jeff.
Let's take the first word, think, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to think in order to renew, and we're going to deal with that word. But let's deal with think. It is an old English word from the word pencan, P-E-N-C-A-N. It means to conceive where? In the mind. Again,
come on.
To consider, to mediate, to remember, to intend. Again, it goes back to the mind. What is the mind? It is the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world and their experience, to think and to feel. Again, it goes back to the brain. You got to protect your ear gate and your eye gate. I'm going to repeat that throughout what we're talking about. If we deal with it in the Greek, it comes from the word nomizo or kashab, to think or account. So when we talk about think, it means to conceive in the mind. And again, it takes 13 milliseconds to process something in the brain. So we have to be careful what we take in and what we think about. If you think about it, it manifests itself to come to pass if you think on it too long. If I think I want to punch this person in the throat, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I play out how I can punch this person in the throat. If I think about that woman, the more and more I think about how I can get that woman, do what I want to do with that woman, say what I want to say to that woman, because I'm processing it. I'm processing it. And it's going through the circulatory system, and it's going back and forth. And now I'm thinking what I need to do. And in my thinking, I'm thinking of finding out what she likes, what he likes, what he does, what she does. So the longer you think on it, the more it comes to pass.
Talk, sir.
Guard your ear gate and your eye gate. So we talked about think. Let's talk about present, because the word says to present your bodies. Present, like bringing of an animal to the altar to be sacrificed. A sacrifice dedicated to God entirely, irrevocably, like I can't take it back. To be made dead to the world.
Wow, man.
And sin. To be made dead to the world and sin. So, if I'm to present myself as a living sacrifice, what I'm doing is I am processing in my mind what has to die in me.
Good gracious goodness. Say that again, Jeff.
I'm processing in my mind what has to die in me and in my heart, because if I process it, if I get it to the central processing system of the body, the body takes it in and it says to the body, we got to stop this. We got to stop this. And we've got to kill it. It's got to die. This behavior has to die. This language has to die. These thoughts have to die. Because I can't present this to God.
Come on, Jeffrey.
Now, you can only have that passion and zeal if you know who God is.
Jeff teaching this. Come on, man.
If you have no clue of who God is and the power of God,
come on, Doc.
You don't care what you present to him. There's a lot of stuff I'm not bringing into my house because I respect and love my wife. There's stuff that I'm not bringing to my kids because I love and respect my kids. More than anything, there's things that I'm not presenting to God because I know who God is. God is the creator of all. Of all. I don't use fertilizer on my grass because God is the ultimate fertilizer.
Jeff,
I don't mulch my leaves because I know that God blows a breeze at a certain time of the year to blow the wind and go the ruah, the pneuma, to take the leaves off the trees to fall down on the grass. And when it stays on the grass, what happens is it recycles. It makes the grass greener when it grows back, and it provides shelter for those things that are underneath it. And what happens is the bugs live underneath of it, and the birds eat the bugs, and there's other things that eat the birds, and it's a natural progression, but it's all because of God.
Are y'all hearing this teaching today, Faith Room? I know the co-host is out today, the facilitator, it's Pastor Nate Solo today, but do y'all hear this teaching today?
I know the power of God.
Come on, Doc. Therefore, I present my body
as a living sacrifice.
Because I know who God is.
Dedicated to God entirely, irrevocably. In other words, I can't say, wait a minute, God, I gave you something that I shouldn't have. It's irrevocable. I can't take it back. What I give to him is his. It's God's. Are you hearing me?
So, Jeff, we present. So you're saying we can present stuff to God that's spoiled, that's of none effect, power. Are you saying that to me today, Jeff?
Think before you do.
God,
once you say it, once you do it, you can't take it back. When I cuss somebody out, I can't take it back. And I presented that to God. It's on my record. He forgives me, but look what I did. Present. Present your bodies. This belongs to God.
Godly, that's good teaching, man.
We are stewards of what God has given us, our bodies. We need to take care of ourselves. And that's what causes disease, because we don't take care of what God gave us. God gave us, there's a book called Heal Thyself. The body heals itself if we allow it to. If we put in the right nutrition, if we put in the right ingredients, if we do what it is that God created us to do. God created everything for us: roots, herbs, natural things. If we put that into us, which is natural, then we are in harmony. But what happens is when we go against God, slow down. I got you.
Shelly taking notes. Go ahead, Shelly.
I got you, Shelly. When we go against the natural order of things, it is disharmony and dis-ease. Are you hearing me? You ever hear your choir when somebody is on the wrong note or a musician is on the wrong key? Do you know how horrible that sounds? It's disharmony. It's the same thing with us. It's disease when we put in things that are not right, when we think on things that are not right, when we hear things that are not right. It causes disease because it's disharmony.
Jeff, look at this comment, and I want you to deal with this from, and Doc, you got to listen. Can you come back tomorrow if you're free?
I can try to close this out, but I can.
No. Yeah. Listen. Would y'all agree we need a part 2?
I can, no problem.
Watch this. Listen, this is how much I know the faith room, know the people in the faith room. How many of you think we need to bring them back? Because I don't want him to cram it. Because I want to get some of your questions. Watch this, Jeff. Watch this. They're going to want you back for part 2. Watch what I tell you. Here's a point, and I think Vanessa makes a great point. Yes, part 2. You see that, Angie? See that? Amen. Part 2. See that? So, Jeff, go on and part on what you have.
Amen.
We're gonna stop right there. Pearly said, "Yep, come on, y'all."
Amen.
See that? See, okay, that's it.
Often it is hard to change the things we do and the things we eat because of generational norms and habits and cultures. Correct. But God gives us the power to break these curses. Let me tell you how, real quick. I'm studying the human genome. And there is something called epigenetics. The epi is what goes around the DNA. It tells the DNA what to do. The epi takes its control. It takes its instructions based on environment, family environment, where we live, what we see, what we take in. It tells us what to do. It tells the DNA how to do. Now, of course, the DNA is part of us, but guess what gives control to the DNA? The brain, the mind. So you can change a generational curse by your thinking.
Wow, man. Wow.
You can change generational curses by thinking. If you think right, you will be right. But what is right? To present your body as a living sacrifice. And you don't want to present anything that's not good to God, because God is good.
It's good teaching. Y'all listen, I'll take one question. Yeah, put your question in here, Lisa. How can we contact him off air? Yeah, type your question in and I'll get it on air. If you want me to get it, Lisa, I could do that on air. All right. I'll take a question, Jeff, and tomorrow, same time, Cherie will be back tomorrow, Lord willing. And then, of course, I'm sure she's already gonna watch this and be like, wow. But Jesus. Come on, y'all. I'll take a few questions. Jeff Fauntleroy, Atlanta, Georgia. My brother, man, so grateful that he came in today. And again, we don't get the anatomy side of the brain, of the mind, of how we think. And that just brought everything back around for us. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? What we think, Jeff, what we think plays out. So as a man thinking in his heart, it makes sense now, Jeff. So is he.
If you deal with the practical and put it with the biblical,
Come on.
it all comes together. And I think so many times we are so holy minded that we're what is it? We're so
Earthly good.
Earthly good. Yeah. We want to get so deep. How can we protect our minds from the lies of the enemy?
That's a question. Yeah.
Know who the enemy is. First of all, let's identify who the enemy is. Who is the enemy? I had the opportunity to be in a room with one of the richest guys. He owns railroads and all that. The white guy, I can't think of his name. He always talking with Jay-Z. I can't think.
I'm sure somebody know in the comments.
Yeah. The old rich white guy. He's a billionaire over and over again. One of the richest men in the world. And I heard him talking, and he said that him and his friends, when they're doing business deals,
Warren Buffett.
Here's what Warren Buffett said. I was in the room doing protection detail, and I heard them say that when we do a deal, we ask the question, what's the dumbest thing that we could do? What's the dumbest thing that we could do in this deal? They work backwards. They think about what's the dumbest thing that they can do. And guess what happens? Once they establish that, they don't do that. When we think about the enemy and the impact it has on our life, we ask ourselves, what's the dumbest thing that we can do? Ask that question and don't do that. Two things. Let me leave you with this. Let me drop this on you. Two things I always teach our men. Two questions. What is the ROI? What is the return on investment if I do this? Do I win? Do I lose?
Wow, sir.
Is this pleasing to God or is this displeasing to God? And then the two words that I'm incorporating, then what? If I do this, then what? All right, so I spoke my mind. But then what? What does that do? If I do this, then what? What happens after that? Because there's always a morning after.
Oh, man. Good God Almighty, Jeffrey.
How do we change the generational curse? Mind over matter has not been working. You've got to identify what that curse is. What that curse is. Pray about it. Now, that's not a cliche. When I say pray about it, that simply means talking to God, communicating with the Creator. We are the creation. So why not talk to the Creator? Listen, when the light goes off on my engine in my car, my wife drives a Nissan. When the light goes off or something's wrong, I don't go to the Hyundai dealership. I go to the Nissan dealership because the Nissan dealership is the creator of the Nissan. So it knows what the creation is supposed to do.
Come on, man.
So when I take it in, it just plugs in and they say, oh, okay, this is supposed to do this. You need to change this. So if I, the creation, talk to the creator gives me instructions on what I need to do to get away from what's causing the infection. And we'll identify who the enemy is.
I put on my timeline yesterday as the Lord spoke to me as I'm recovering from this sinus, man. He said, tell the people to take it to me and not the timeline. And I think we take a lot of our issues to creation and not the creator. See, the creation, Jeff, when I leaned on the creation, they talked about me. When I leaned on the creation, my business was all in the street. When I leaned on the creation, all they could do is listen. But the creator, man, and I think a lot of times we go more to people.
That's the order.
Versus God, man. Listen, Doc.
That's the creation story. One of the things, if anybody has an opportunity, read the creation story of the Hopi Indians, H-O-P-I, Hopi Indians. Deals with nature, harmony, community.
Listen, Jeff, man, tomorrow I need you back because I want you to finish. I have 5-6 questions that came through on here that I did capture. We'll deal with those questions tomorrow. I did see your questions, guys. Again, Elder Sheree will be back tomorrow. Our facilitators will be back later this week. Listen, I'm excited. I told y'all Jeff Fauntleroy is an amazing mind. And literally, you could talk to him all day because he's going to give you the practical, but he's going to give you the science. He's going to give you the other side of the practical that's so needed. Man, can you leave us with a charge for the day?
Sister Lisa Crawley said, I just want to say I was borderline diabetic. As I began to eat better, lots of vegetables, those A1C numbers changed drastically, meaning I'm no longer in that category. It was the renewing of the mind for me. What Sister Lisa Crawley did was she made a commitment.
Come on, man.
To create or present her body as a living sacrifice. You know, we always think of service in doing that. We always think, I'm going to present my body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. I'm going to go to the food pantry and volunteer. I'm going to start with you. Because you're no good to any other place if you're not right. Because what you do is you take that nastiness to another place and you infect that person and that organization and that thing. So what Lisa Crawley did was said, I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to detox. Yeah, that's what happens. You get rid of that which is not natural. I made a commitment to present to God what is good and acceptable and holy. Today, we can start the process by protecting our ear gate, and our eye gate. Stop taking in trash. 13 milliseconds it takes for the brain to process
that's the charge, y'all. That's the charge.
When you're listening to something, know where it takes you. If you look at something, oh God, I want to go somewhere so bad with that. I'll wait. Be careful what you look at.
Trash.
Be careful what you look at. It means so much. And the enemy is subtle. It knows exactly how to get to you. Don't take in trash. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be careful what you look at. Turn some stuff off. Listen to some spa music. Matter of fact, listen to nothing. You ever do that? You know why we don't listen to anything? Teddy Pendergrass, the great prophet himself, wrote a song that said, you can't hide from yourself. Everywhere you go, there you are. A lot of times we don't want to keep quiet. You know why? Because we hear ourselves and we don't want to deal with ourselves. Because we know it's bad and we know we need to do some things, but we don't want to hear it. So we keep busy enough so that we don't hear our inner self calling out for help. Our inner self is saying, please stop. You're hurting me. You're killing me. You're abusing me. Stop. But we say, Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I don't want to hear this. I turn on the music. I look at TV. I look at social media. I hang out with my girls. I hang out with my guys because I don't want to hear what's being said. Go ahead, man.
That's why I love you, Doc. Hey, Nikayla, what you see, hear, and read, you become. That's so, man, listen, Doc. Y'all, we at 247 live right now. 247. We hit 200 and we hit 298 this morning. We almost hit that 300 again. Listen,
Nate, can I be real raw for a second, man?
Man, you from New Jersey, baby. Atlantic City, baby.
Hey, man, you look at porn, brothers, sisters, because both of y'all look at porn. And what happens is y'all look and see all that freakiness, and then you want your partner to be as freaky. And then what happens is when they just come and just want to love you and hold you, your expectations is what you process in that 13 milliseconds.
Doc, Jeff.
So if he ain't jumping from the top of the dresser,
Jeff,
doing a flip onto the king size bed, it ain't good. It's not satisfying to you because your nerves, your neurons have already processed themselves to be in expectation of a triple somersault off of the top of the dresser. But dude just comes and says, I just want to hold you.
Jeff, I'm out of here, baby. Y'all, get here tomorrow. Spread the word. Jeff Fauntleroy is on a mission. I've heard him do a lot of teaching in my life. But this a whole nother Jeff Fauntleroy. This ain't the Jeff who used to come in my office back in the day. No, I don't know this Jeff, but he all right,
How
y'all.
University did this to me.
Listen, stop taking in trash. Guard your mind. We are the Faith Room, y'all, every day, Monday through Friday. Oh, if y'all want to sew into Jeff, somebody just hit me. They want to sew Jeff. Let me tell you, y'all, and he'll be in tomorrow. If y'all want to sew tomorrow, he'll be in tomorrow. The Faith Room 1, you can sew. Let me just put that in for everybody.
Send me coffee. Send me coffee.
Man, the Faith Room. Yeah. I know Cherie gonna hit me up. Pastor Orris was already in. Cadrick, Kim, I know they're gonna hit me up, man. What a great teaching. Y'all, we're gonna sew into my brother. If you would like to do that, man, this is therapy. You got this free of charge today. And all we do is send these people to lunch or dinner. For what you got today, be a blessing in my brother's life. Again, y'all, if you have not registered for the Faith Room Conference in Vegas, 70 rooms left at the discounted price. Pastor Nate would encourage you to go ahead. You ain't got to try to be a baller, shot caller, stand on the script. Come on down with us and hang out with us at them discounted rates. I mean, nice hotels, great rooms, safe. But we wanted to present something to you that's affordable. Hey, listen, y'all, take care of your bodies, wear your mask, stay safe as best you can. My brother, Lord willing, Lord bless us to live. We'll be back in the morning, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 9:30 Central, and 10:30 on the East Side. We love you. We're the Faith Room, real people, real concerns, getting real solutions. Don't take in trash. Guard your mind. Peace.